Hello, I'm Elizabeth Losi, the Akashic Records channel for the LivinDelight podcast. And today, again, we are talking to the Akashic Record Keepers about luck. And so the records are already open. I'm just going to see if there's a place where they would like to start. Okay, so there might be some questions about luck, a succinct way to say what luck really is on the energetic plane, and any more information about that. So first of all, the first thing to know about luck is that it is kind of a human concept, luck, but there is a lot available. So the Akashic Record Keepers are saying that the good luck and bad luck, that it doesn't like drawing that polarity doesn't really jive for them. Like they don't see that at all. But luck is a sort of a resource. They're showing it to me as a well that you can draw from, like water, for a house. If your house is on well water, you can go out to the well and drop the bucket in and bring some up. So even though it is a sort of a human concept, and that the keepers only see luck as a unified field and not polarized. There is something to know about it, and that is that luck is, and we'll just repeat a little bit of what we said the last time about luck being connected to springtime and growth and renewal, and therefore there needing to be a death in order for the birth of luck, different luck or new luck, to happen. A release of old energies for this new energy to come in. And they're really underlining extra hard, like, it isn't either good or bad. It's an energy, and all energy is good, just like all things are good, but also sort of neutral at the same time. Not sure what they mean by saying good and neutral, but humans do tend to want to categorize things and put things in the good bucket or the bad bucket. And luck, according to the keepers, is not a thing that can really be parsed out like that. It is an energy, and it's this energy of sunshine. It's the energy of growth. It's the energy of life force. And so if you think of luck as a synonym of growth, if you think of luck as a synonym of life force, and that kind of a resource that you can draw it from a well, and that well would be like in the earth, that's the connection between it's sort of a human concept. So luck, one of the things that the keepers discussed very briefly last time was that luck and delight were very much connected, and the openness that delight brings is in lots of ways a sine qua non of luck. It's if you are in a state of authentic delight, then it's like it's not even more like a well, it's kind of like a spring. It's just like, oh, this energy just is flowing and it's coming up to meet you. You don't have to like run the rope or the chain down so that the bucket can hit it and then pull some up. No, it's coming to meet you if you're in a place of authentic delight. It's a flow. This is quite important to know, is that luck is a flowy thing, like water, like things from a source, and it comes from below, like it comes from the earthly experience, which is interesting. You know, I'll just speak as Elizabeth for a second. I often see a lot of wisdom coming from the cosmic plane. And over the past several years, I've corrected my language. I used to say the divine plane and the earth plane. Well, the keepers corrected me big time. Oh, this must have been 2018, saying, yeah, the divine plane is the earth plane. The earth plane is the divine plane. They're not separate. So I've been talking more about the cosmic plane and the earth plane. And so this is definitely luck is something whose realm is the earth plane. And that's important to know. And that being in a state of delight and gratitude and appreciation of being in your body on the earth plane is part and parcel of being lucky. And so it's not really something that any kind of astral guides can provide. It is purely a question of, am I enjoying my earthly experience? Am I taking delight in my earthly experience at this moment? And is my body open to delight? And am I open to receiving this luck that is, you know, springing up from my earthly experience? So that was a lot of information. I'm gonna check my question asker to see if there's a follow-up to that, or if they feel like moving on to a different answer is appropriate.
Actually, I think you did cover many of our questions. So maybe we could move on into, there were 5 crystals that came up for this conversation on luck, which they're going to be discussed in another show. But what is the connection between luck and the number 5?
So yes, the first thing they want me to say is that so much of the previous discussion of luck was centered around the stone green aventurine, and so much of green aventurine's energy signature is associated with luck that when Elizabeth drew stones for the topic, she was surprised that green aventurine wasn't there, but that's because there needed to be 5. because 5 is connected to luck. And so just to know that green aventurine is part of the luck stones, but having it come forward in the crystal pull would change the number. So yes, 5 is a beautiful number of shift and change. And again, the keepers say there is no, for them, there's no such thing as good luck versus bad luck, but humans do believe that your luck can change. And so this number 5, which is the number of change, it's the central number of the the base numbers, 1 through 9, and the so 5, the number 5 is open to the past but facing the future. It is, the numerologists will say that it's on a rocker. Then if you write 5, it's curved at the bottom so that it can kind of go back and forth like a rocking chair. 5 is the fact that it is central, sort of located at the heart of the 9 numbers, 1 to 9, is important. Just like in the chakra system, the heart chakra is at the center of those 7 numbers. And so there is a connection there, especially since the heart is where you would feel appreciation and gratitude and delight. So there is that connection. The 5, which is about shift and about change, is related to luck because luck flows, and anything that flows also ebbs. And so humans tend to describe that flowing luck as good luck and ebbing luck as bad luck. It's just luck, say the keepers. It's just ebbing and flowing. And yeah, that's all they want to say about the 5. It's a rather abrupt ending to the question answer.
Just a little bit.
We're done talking about 5 now.
So I'm wondering then if they would like to tell us a little bit more about green adventuring and luck.
Yeah, last time they talked a lot about it. The green aventurine, which is associated with springtime and rebirth. Last time the keepers went into a whole thing about the unfurling of leaves, like on a branch of a bush or a tree. That's kind of a physical expression that humans can understand to feel about this, the flow of luck. And so in that sense, it's like life force, really. And so they want to talk more about the connection between luck and life force. And maybe tangentially about life force and delight. So they want to talk about life force and delight to start. And delight, uh, delight is a is another energy connected to life force. And a synonym of delight is joy, but it can also, it's a kind of effervescent sensation in the core of your human body, where it feels like the bubbles are rising up, kind of like giggles or laughter. And it's this energy of delight is very much associated with photons, photonic energy. This is one way to describe this is crystalline energy. And it's not as connected as one might think to what humans and earthlings call crystals, but it is crystalline energy in the sense that these photons are particles of light, which is another way of saying particles of joy that are choosing to play with humans in every moment, every kind of, as finely as you could slice a nanosecond, they choose to play with humans and be the thing that humans expect. For example, Elizabeth channeling is seated on a couch and it feels quite solid to her. And she also knows, based on so many of these channelings, that that couch is not nearly as solid as it feels, except that these photons of light, these joy particles, have decided to play along and be like, okay, we're not going to let her, fall through into empty space. Most space is empty, by the way. We're gonna make it seem like this couch is solid, so that she is comfortably sitting on it, and it will be there to hold her whenever she expects it to be there to hold her. And the we'll just say that the planet Earth has really shifted from a more there is a plasticity to the experience of life on Earth, and it is much more crystalline now than it was before. Now, certain people recognize the crystalline nature of the planet. This is maybe a 5D or beyond 5D. This is an expression that people who understand this crystalline nature use. We prefer not to talk about those dimensions, but to call it a crystalline experience of these photons of light, these joy particles that are being super playful and going along with humans' vision of how the world works. And yet, what the crystallization of the planet means is that humans are now living in a time of sort of instant manifestation, because if any given human expects something different, then if they expect that couch to actually turn into a hammock the moment they sit down, it could happen. And so this is humanity has, on planet Earth, has entered this new era, and it is real. And we're sort of putting air quotes around the word real, because of course we've just been saying that nothing is actually real, but everything is real, and there is potential for reality everywhere. And the people who don't believe in a crystalline experience are still experiencing the crystalline nature of planet Earth. And these are people who trust in, say, structures and rules that have existed for many, many thousands of years, and they are quite flummoxed when the rules that have always worked seem to not work for them anymore. And so this is the nature of the crystalline experience on planet Earth right now. And life force and delight and luck are all woven into this idea of a crystalline nature. And so the more you can tap into, and that's not quite the right word, because tapping into suggests an effort, but the more you can be legitimately delighted at everything that is happening in your world, the more you can open yourself up to the joy of the human experience, the more you will experience the flow of life force, the flow of joy and delight, and the flow of luck. It's an ebb and a flow, but this crystalline nature of life on Earth now is intimately tied to what humans call luck, which is a uniquely earthbound experience. Is there one small clarification that you'd like to ask about in all of this?
No, it actually feels pretty complete. But maybe we want to share a little bit about the fact there's another show and people can search for that.
Yes, absolutely. There's another show, a channeling on luck, and I'll be doing another one on these crystals that came up. So yes, thank you so very much. We're gonna close the Akashic Records now. Everyone, where you are, as you listen to this, simply say out loud, I call my spirit back. And say it as many times as you need to really feel like you are returning to your body. You can, stamp your feet or run your hands over your arms and legs, or especially over the top of your head and the back of your neck, just to feel the edges of your body and that you're back. That's not the only thing, but in order to really close the records, I will say, I call my spirit back. Oh, and the keepers are so delighted. Like, yes, 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 yes. All of this is important for people to know so that they don't feel flummoxed. And so they do feel the abundance of life force and delight and luck, which are available to them. This abundance of things that humans cherish. So I'm closing the records now by saying, love for life and all it holds. We step into the world with love and joy. Amen. The records are closed. Again, this is Elizabeth Losi reminding you to own your magic and live in delight. Until the next time, please do drink your water and get grounded before doing anything else.